What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. I received this post from the Nation of Islam, and I do have some respect for what the Nation of Islam teaches as a whole. I don't believe in the actual theology of the Nation of Islam, and I will not get into why that is, nor do I believe in the 5% nation or anything like that. But I do respect both groups. I respect the infrastructure in which they teach. It's very similar to the Booker T. Washington method that blacks should do for self. Blacks should run their stuff and things like that. But they made an interesting post about Kevin Samuels and comparing him to the Honorable Scheherazade Ali. And she wrote a book called The Black Man's Guide to Understanding the Black Woman. Now, many of you guys in the black community understand the hatred that Scheherazade Ali received then, still receives to this day. I believe Brother Media Tourism Reviews got an interview with her. But this is the post that they put out about 18 hours ago. Same music! Before there was Kevin Samuels, there was Sister Scheherazade Ali. She wrote a book entitled The Black Man's Guide to Understanding the Black Woman. This book was ultra critical of black women and highlighted the pathology of the black female's inability to cope with accountability and their false expectations of reality, which ultimately stem from some type of trauma that is being ignored. The only difference between her and Kevin Samuels was maybe their delivery, but more importantly, the fact she was a female. Stop the show. That's different. That's true. I'll agree there. Because she wasn't as hated as he was because he's a man. I will agree there. But here's where I disagree. She wasn't received well by black women, but she wasn't ostracized like Samuels because she never belittled our women or made them feel worthless. So let me kind of talk about the belittling black women and making them feel worthless. You know, in the Nation of Islam and the black church, I mean, they definitely have good things about them, but what is belittling your women? If you want to talk about over 35 and saying some of those things as titles in videos, I can understand that. But what is Kevin Samuels saying? Okay, since it's belittling black women, let's really go into it. If you're a 35-year-old woman, you have 2 kids, you're 5'2", and you're 220 pounds, and you have 2 different baby daddies, and you desire a man to come in who is 6'2", muscular, makes $300,000 a year. He's gonna come in and take care of your kids and buy a house and then wait for a year to have sex until he gets married. That is not belittling anybody who thinks like that. And it just goes to understand that the Nation of Islam Facebook page, whoever's running it, is quite ignorant of Kevin Samuels' true content. His stuff, some of it may have been entertaining. It was not to belittle black women because he has a lot of black women fans. It is to let delusional people know the same thing that Scheherazade Ali said is, you are delusional and you can blame it all on, black women are being ignored. Okay, that's the thing that the Nation of Islam does. But Nation of Islam doesn't hold women accountable so much so. Everything that the black woman does, if it's wrong, is because she was ignored. Well, in the black community, black women ain't ignored for nothing. Black men are ignored. And see, we got to get out of this kind of simpleton talk. And this is why a lot of black men, when you want to come to organizations, and I do believe that you should protect your women and that you should build up your women. I am a believer of that. I have women that work for me. My studio is managed by a woman, not a man. Okay. But this kind of crap talk here in these instances, I have a problem with this. I just do. And this is the reason why a lot of the pro-black community and the Pan-African community, a lot of black men don't like it. Okay? Black women are not being ignored by black men. We're going to have to nip that in the bud. The reason why they have that situation is because they have it. And if they're unaccountable, it's not because they're ignored. They're unaccountable because they're unaccountable. Deal with it as it is. Okay? And if she was disliked by black women. Well, why? Because anytime you tell black women something that is truthful, many of them are going to have a problem with you. But until you try to just kiss ass all the time, oh, this is going to happen for you, you know, giving them that, you know, you deserve to be a queen and all this other kind of stuff. All right, cool. But if your efforts are not getting you a man and you're not listening to the man's perspective, then no man wants to join an organization that talks like that. Not the church, not any other religion. And it doesn't make any goddamn sense. The Nation of Islam don't listen to black men, just like the black church don't listen to black men. And we're not saying disrespect the women, or, you know, I know that some of the Hebrew Israelite brothers, they can go real hard, and that's not even necessary. But here's what's gonna happen. Black men are just gonna not say anything. And what you're gonna see, okay, black church, okay, Nation of Islam, okay, whatever else. All right, so we're just gonna go over here and do this. And that's what you're seeing. Black men just going over here to the other parts of the black world. African-American men with Ghanaian women, African-American men with Dominican women, African-American men with Afro-Latino women. It's already happening right now as we speak. Guys are getting more money. The world's becoming more open. Guys are like, whoa, I can work overseas, or I can, okay, visa. I know guys right now on my Kinganda channel that have come to Uganda and have gotten Ugandan wives in the black diaspora, Haitian wives. Okay, fine. We don't want to argue with you. We just go do what we got to do. And a man's money and wallet is going to go with him. His potential is going to go with him to somewhere else. And then those same women are going to be crying about how you don't like, you know, white women with black men or African women with black men. Okay, fine. So these guys won't say anything. So since everything is going to be taken out of context, then fine. Okay, cool. Now, were there some things that Kevin Samuels said that could have been taken for entertainment purposes and stuff like that? Sure. But in general, belittling ladies, belittling black women, I don't see that. I see their expectations being checked, which you don't see it coming from anybody else. The Nation of Islam are not going to say nothing about black women and their unreal expectations. None of those guys will touch it because y'all want that money. The black church, Umar Johnson, every now and then will say something about it, but he don't want to lose his money either. But the difference is Kevin Samuels don't need your money. The Manosphere guys don't need your money from women to do stuff like that. It has to be told the truth. Here's why black men are leaving, and since the Nation of Islam don't want to talk about it, since the black church don't want to talk about it, here's why. If you guys want to keep beating around the bush about it, be my guest. But all you're gonna do is turn more potential black men off to somebody else. And the Nation of Islam got it partly right on this one, partly wrong on this one. I got a lot of respect for the Nation to a certain degree, but this is a little off. But guys, it's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell, check out the first comment at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out.